The Biafran gospel attraction DNA all over the world. Biafran attraction with the DNA all over the world. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was preaching, he says that Biafra is a deacon. Biafra is a deacon that the whole world will follow and they enter. They will say, what is happening in that place? They want to go and see what is happening in that place. That is Biafran DNA, what we are going to watch now. Undermining that Ohanes Ndi Igbo, they don't want to call it Biafra because Biafra is the only thing that will attract them, the whole world. Everybody is waiting for the restoration of Biafra. The whole world is waiting for the restoration of Biafra, especially the black people, the black slave and the descendant of slave found in America, found in Canada, found in Britain, found in France, found in different places all over the world. The reason we are doing what we are doing is because we can do what we are called to do. So, as we continue, we have to then start to our program of today.
Letter from Ohanes Ndi Igbo worldwide, United States of America, to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for unconditional release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. You're welcome, team.
Thank you, Obed Joe. Greetings from the capital. The next trend in news here in the district reports on the visit of Sam Obaji, chairman of Ohanes Ndi Igbo in Diaspora of the United States and Canada, who's presently touring the American East Coast. The chief anticipates inaugurating new Ohanes Ndi Igbo chapters with the goal of establishing communication and cooperation to fortify a common unification of Igbo descendants. His mission in the United States is to unite all Igbos, not just Nigerians, but African Americans with Igbo DNA, and bring these individuals together under a singular umbrella to recognize Ohanes as a means to act effectively in the future. Please entertain this clip of Chief Obaji outlining his plans during this visit.
Ohanes is the apex organization that unites all Igbos across the board. My mission in the United States is simple: to unite all Igbos. I'm not only uniting Igbos from Nigeria, I'm also uniting Igbos in diaspora, including African Americans who have Igbo blood, who have Igbo DNA. Some of them have 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%. And the other day in New York, I met a lady who said she did a DNA test and she has 99% DNA Igbo. The lady is about 70 years old. The parents, grandparents are African Americans who were raised in North Carolina and South Carolina. I want to unite all of them under the Igbo umbrella, under the Ohanes umbrella. That's my mission.
So, dear friends, as you are joining, thank you, Ndubisobi. Thank you for joining. Thank you, every other person that is here. We are touching the realms and the dreams of Biafrans. They are calling Ohanes Ndi Igbo. Ohanes Ndi Igbo has been given the vote of no confidence. But this message this man is doing here under Iwe Anyanwu is what our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said a long time ago. But for Iwe Anyanwu to use it to gain sympathy, they are calling it Ohanes. But in as much as they are copying this our message of liberation, we are also playing it, directing the message to where it's supposed to go. When we came here and begin to preach to Biafrans, we say that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu message has circulated all over the world, including Argentina, including in America, everywhere. Then, Papua New Guinea and the Viagoa, the message of Biafra has been circulated. Inside the government in exile today in the bridge, you see some of our people from the Caribbeans that already authenticated their own DNA to be Igbo. They are there in the government. We played it here and we let people know that our people from Colombia, from all the Caribbean island, all of them are relocating, knowing their true DNA test. But the people, the people that want to identify their own source through government, yes, the people that want to identify themselves through government without going hickey hickey, they are now in the government. We play it here the other day, and the day the government, the bridge showed them their things. You saw the Caribbean there, the Caribbean, 26 Caribbean, the 26 countries in Caribbean island. The people that has Igbo DNA, that is, all of them are inside the bridge government today. But Ohanes is trying to hijack the message of our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They are trying to hijack it, but ofu mmiri nọ n'ite asụ. So we continue with the message. This message is good for Biafrans, for you to know. As we are waiting for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to come out, we are also passing this gospel, the gospel of unity, the gospel of to elevate the heart of the people. If you to know that what we are doing it very, very good. Then we continue. The Jibri, the Guara. Thank you. Then we continue with our message.
Anybody with Igbo DNA, anybody with Igbo blood is an Igbo. Whether it's 1%, 2%, 10%, 5%, you are an Igbo. We regard you as an Igbo. And my mission is to bring them up and bring them together under the umbrella of Ohanes. My mission is not only in the United States, also we're going to Canada. We have divided America into 6 zones, and we are going to create Ohanes in all the chapters of the United States, including Canada. So you can see it's a tall order, but it is achievable. We are focused, we are using our personal resources to accomplish this, and by the grace of God, we will achieve our purpose. Thank you very much.
Chief Obaji is working in conjunction with Dr. Hyacinth U. Wachagu, who is the chairman of Ohanes Ndi Igbo of the DMV region.
Ohanes, under the President General of Ohanes Ndi Igbo Worldwide, Chief Engineer Emmanuel Chukwuemeka Iwanyong, is to galvanize all Igbos wherever they are. That is his mission, to bring all Igbos together, to unite Ndi Igbo, so that we can speak with one voice in terms of the development of Igbo land. Our primary purpose now is to make sure that peace prevails in the Southeast. And we cannot talk about peace without addressing the issues of historical injustice meted against the people of the Southeast. For instance, the likes of Sunday Buho, Showore, the leaders of Maeti Allah, and others who were charged by the same offense have been released and integrated into the society, while our son, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is still languishing in jail in spite of Supreme Court decision to release Nnamdi Kanu. We are therefore asking that Nnamdi Kanu should be released unconditionally in order to make sure that peace prevails in the Southeast, and for us to come together and develop our fatherland. That is our primary purpose. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has even condemned the killings, the insecurity going on in the Southeast. We also here, as members of Ohanes Ndi Igbo, do not support the insecurity, the high level of insecurity prevailing in the Southeast. We condemn that, and as such, we want to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is released so that peace will return to the Southeast.
This is a developing story, and we plan to keep you informed as Chief Obaje progresses with his mission in the United States.
Do not support the insecurity, the high level of insecurity prevailing in the Southeast. We condemn that, and as such, we want to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is released so that peace will return to the Southeast.
So Biafrans, thank you for joining Nas Ozoku. Everybody is watching whatever that is happening, and today is Sunday. We are passing the gospel of Biafra today, and our eyes on the rising sun. We in the media, there are some news we don't need to analyze. Let people just watch on their own. But as we are going on, there are other things that is happening behind. Everybody condemn the killing. Everybody condemn the ideology of the real Biafrans condemn the ideology of Usman Dan Fodio. Today, our prime minister, the bridge, the government have subdued Nigeria, and Nigeria is on their knees. Now Nigeria is on their knees when they wrote the paper which they wrote to stop everything. If PM would stop everything, when they go there, they went to Mazen Namdekan and say he should write some piece of paper to stop. Nobody will be talking today. Nobody will be demanding for the release of Mazen Namdekan. All these people you see today now talking about the release of Mazen Namdekan, all of them that is shouting today about the release of Mazen Namdekan, you wouldn't hear any of them. And what is happening, they have failed to rendition the prime minister. All of them put hand together to rendition the prime minister, but to no avail. To no avail. Now they have seen that their own ideologies has failed woefully, and they have no option than to then support the liberation of Biafra. When you are talking about the release of Mazen Namdekan, you are talking about the freedom of Biafra. Some of them will be talking from their both mouths. We already know the direction we are going. And that's why they created the hashtag. PM created this hashtag, Biafra Mass Exodus 2024. Biafra Mass Exodus 2024. Making wave and making history. Many of them today are speaking from both mouths, but they know that Mazen Namdekan stand for what he stands for. Mazen Namdekan stand exactly where he is. No shaking, no movement. He is there where he is, and he stands for what he believes. So, Biafrans, we want to go on, especially in this DNA test. That is the area we want to that touch us to come here today. Let us go there.
Before we talk about the open letter from Ohanes worldwide, United States of America, to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for unconditional release of Mazen Namdekan. You're welcome, team.
Thank you, Obed Joe. Greetings from the Capitol. The next trend in news here in the district reports on the visit of Sam Obaji, chairman of Ohanes ND Igbo in Diaspora of the United States and Canada, who is presently touring the American East Coast. The chief anticipates inaugurating new Ohanes ND Igbo chapters with the goal of establishing communication and cooperation to fortify a common unification of Igbo descendants.
One more time.
His mission in the United States is to unite all Igbos, not just Nigerians, but African Americans with Igbo DNA, and bring these individuals together under a singular umbrella to recognize Ohanes as a means to act effectively in the future. Please entertain this clip of Chief Obaji outlining his plans during this visit.
Ohanes is the apex organization that unites all Igbos across the board. My mission in the United States is simple: to unite all Igbos. I'm not only uniting Igbos from Nigeria, I'm also uniting Igbos in diaspora, including African Americans who have Igbo blood, who have Igbo DNA. Igbos from Nigeria, I'm also uniting Igbos in diaspora, including African Americans who have Igbo blood, who have Igbo DNA.
So, lovely Biafrans, while we are playing concerning this DNA, is because we know that since the slavery trade, nobody has made mighty move. Our slaves, the children we have here in Europe and the many other people, The only way our people can go back home is Biafra, not under Nigeria. That is the only way. That you are supporting Biafra today, you know why you are supporting Biafra. Maybe you live in America supporting Biafra. You know that there's no place like home. You live in London, in Britain, in Canada, Australia, supporting Biafra. You know that the place where you are, there is steady light, there is a good road, there is healthcare system, there is everything you need to sustain your life. That's why you can go to Nigeria, you can go to Biafran land, you will marry and bring your wife there and give birth in another man's land. But when the land tells you, makes you understand that you don't belong here, the system will change. No matter what you try to change the system, it is impossible for you to belong in a system where you are not belonging. You came from Africa, you enter in America, you are an African person. You go to England, you are an African person. You are always a second-class citizen. Both the wife you married in Africa and brought to England or Canada, Australia, your children, all of them are foreigners. Until you tell yourself the simple truth, the children you have in this place, they are foreigners. They will be treated as a second-class citizen, no matter what, since their body is, the skin of their body is black. They will be treated differently. Then when you tell yourself this kind of truth, then something must provoke you to start fighting for what is right. Fighting for what is right now is the slave, during the time of slave trade, they came to our land and they take our brothers and sisters as a slave and they sold them in America, in London, in Britain, and in France, different places. The blood of those people are crying to come back home. And many of them, like TDJs, Wesley Snipes, Morgan Freeman, and a lot of people we used to mention in this place, many of them already passed their DNA test. They have gone through their DNA test, knowing exactly where they came from. But why are they not returning? Wesley Snipes came to Biafran land the other day in a kingdom. He came there and he took chieftaincy title, just like what they are showing in this place. What we are showing in this place, we are not showing the movement of Ohanes. We are showing the impact of Biafrans, what Biafrans has done in this world. Today they can talk, but if we let them to give our land to Fulanis, they will not be talking. The blood of our slave brothers, they are crying all over the world. At least we have it in the record, we have it in the history, Igbo landing in America. Our people have that power, that is spiritual power, which Chukwokika Abiyama used to create Igbo person in this world, the Biafrans. Then this energy is ruling and carrying everybody along wherever you are. Then the energy will give you wealth, the energy will give you whatever you want. But we today, in fighting for Biafra, what do? We diverted those energy we are using to fight, to get money, to say Igbo people are too good in business. We divert it to get our freedom. That is what is happening because this is generated energy. God created Igbo people. Most of the time, we used to preach concerning the energy of Igbo people. Originally, Igbo people doesn't pray until when these colonial masters came to destroy our culture. Igbo people, the Biafran people, they used to predict. We used to predict. We don't pray. We ask God what we want. We demand. What we do is to demand what we need from God. Then God will do it for us. Not that you will go to church and they tell you, okay, stay there and pray 15 decades of rosary while you are wasting time. No, when you need something like a Biafra, you come, you decree. Igbo people used to decree, this is what we want. And God will start doing it. So I don't know if people is really understanding the energy that is piloting this affair of Biafra. I want to send the link also. Let me send the link in case somebody want to join. If you want to join, you can enter. Let me send the link. I send the link. So before then, we continue. Then Chinelo. Okay, Peter Pan, I salute you. Chinelo, thank you. Ojebeke, thank you. Happy women, my brother. All these elites, politicians, and the elders are not fighting. Yes, they are not fighting. We are not here to promote them. We are bringing the message. Some of the, Biafra is a spirit, and the spirit is pushing from different angle. People will be fighting for Biafra unknowingly, but know it that these people that are talking about today, they are in the Biafran bridge government today. I think if my hand can lay to the program now, I will play it in the bridge. Some people that is in bridge have to write it here now. Then God willing, Chukwuemeka, thank you. Asabis, Udoka, thank you. Good day, good day. Then anybody that want to enter, let us just share some knowledge then before we can call it a day. Enamdiogo, thank you. Then Ojebeke, when do we start start worldwide genius of Igbo? Then we are doing everything. We are doing everything. Happy. Thank you. Thank you, everybody that is joining. Thank you. Nwokike. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody that is joining. Now, our people, the Igbo people, God created us differently. This is something everybody must know. That's why whatever we are doing, when we decide that this is what we want, whenever we decide this is what we want, then we have no other option than to take that thing we need. Today, we took oath that Mazen Nandekano must come out. And what is happening? What is happening is that both Tom and Dick, remember, these Ohanes and Igbo are the people that came together and they proscribe IPOB. But Biafra is an ordained march from Chukwukike Abiama himself. Mazen Nandekano say he asked God what will happen. Chukwukike Abiama told him, go with Chukwukike Abiama, I will give you Biafra. He said, go and call upon the name Chukwukike Abiama. And inside deep teachings, we came to understand that Chukwukike Abiama is different to God Almighty. Different teachings are here. And the Chukwukike Abiama is a consuming fire. In the other teachings, they call it like Amadioha. And they said, since the history of Biafra started, since this time Mazen Nandekano started IPOB again, the movement of Biafra with the Chukwukike Abiama. They say Chukwukike Abiama fight with he used to fight with the fire. And fighting with the fire, you see everywhere how every place is flaming today. You can see it with your own eyes. And why is all this thing happening? Because the blood of our people that is being sold, and the outcry of the children of God is the thing provoking everything that you see happening today. Then we are coming. We are coming. Friday, thank you. Oga Vision Day. Thank you. Thank you. Then we continue with this teaching.
Igbos from Nigeria. I'm also uniting Igbos in diaspora, including African Americans who have Igbo blood, who have Igbo DNA. Some of them have 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%. And the other day in New York, I met a lady who said she did a DNA test and she has 99% DNA Igbo. The lady is about 70 years old. The parents, grandparents are African Americans who were raised in North Carolina and South Carolina. I want to unite all of them under the Igbo umbrella, under the Ohanes umbrella. That's my mission. Anybody with Igbo DNA, anybody with Igbo blood is an Igbo. Whether it's 1%, 2%, 10%, 5%, you're an Igbo. We regard you as an Igbo. And my mission is to bring them up and bring them together under the umbrella of Ohanes. My 2%, 10%, 5%.
So, Biafrans, there is something we are trying to let our people know. What we are letting our people know is not remove your eyes from this Ohanes people, but focus on the message we are delivering. As the bridge, America have recognized the bridge. All these people you see now that has a 1% DNA of being Igbo, 2%, 10%, 50%, or 99%, including TDJs. At least TDJs, people from Pentecostal churches preach him every now and then. Now, all of them, including your children, which you gave birth, everybody's attention is focused on Biafra. And today, you can see that the message of Biafra and the message of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has dominated the internet. All these people are watching what is happening. Many of them are inside the government of the bridge today, the Biafran government today. You see it playing. You see them playing in that place. So try to understand exactly what is cooking and what is happening. Understand it very, very well, that all the slaves that is being sold, all your children that missed their road, those that couldn't go home because of bad government in Nigeria, bad government and everywhere, your children are speaking other people's language. Some live in Italy, some live in Spain, some live in France, some live anywhere. They don't even speak Igbo language. The only savior that can save every one of us is Biafra. That is the only savior that can save every one of us. That is the Biafran spirit. Because Biafra, nobody see Biafra to know how Biafra look like. When you want to define what is the real savior everybody is waiting for is the coming of Biafra. The coming of Biafra. And these people, we are taking advantage of their messages, the messages they are giving to the people who want to understand, because they already know that all of them are corrupt. They already know that all of them are corrupt. Some of them, when they hear the news, remember that the propaganda can uplift the people. The reason PM is mighty today, his message now have circulated all over the world, is because of propaganda. Then when you pass the propaganda message that the PM is not doing this and doing that, then you say, okay, who is this person? Just like they say, oh, someone Nnamdi Kanu is doing this, is doing that, and they kidnapped him. Today, the whole world have come together and they begin to tell that Nnamdi Kanu is the true Messiah, which everybody can see physically. But Nnamdi Kanu is now relying on Biafra. Until when he come out, then we will know. We are really under the Biafran mass exodus. Because the game have changed. Franca Okonkwo, thank you for joining. Kevin, thank you for joining. Chinelo, Ohanese are deceivers. They are not doing anything for the benefit of Biafra. Not at all. Not at all. But the message we are delivering here is because of the DNA they went for. They are not the people that send the people to America as a slave. Their own descendants. These are their, when we used to preach concerning DOS, we preach DOS activity, we preach Ohanes and Igbo activity, Eastern governors. These are the group of people that sold their own brothers as slaves, that went to America Britain, everywhere you found them in this world. The group of DOS, at least DOS is the one that happened right in front of me and you. So if you want to understand how those people has been sold to America, which today we are tracing them back through DNA test, you can then figure yourself out now and see how DOS sold the struggle which Mazen Nnamdi Kanu left in their hand. You understand? That time of slavery trade, it was because of Miro, because of things that doesn't have any meaning. Because of things that doesn't have any meaning, they sold their own brother only for them to in exchange of Miro. Today, do you think that those people will remain there as slave? No. The history must change. In the book of Revelation, they say when the time for truth will come out, everybody will be marveled. So that is what is happening in this place now. What is happening in this place now is that those people that is being sold under slave trade that time, then their body is no more to be found, but their own children, each and every one of them, because isi nwa Igbo ada atọ na mba. Isi nwa Igbo ada atọ na mba. The real meaning of isi nwa Igbo ada atọ na mba is what we are bringing to you today. But remember that many of these people are in the bridge government today, government in Ezra. A lot of them have formed government with the PM. Clement Nnamdi, thank you. Clement Anthony Umeji, thank you. Hamilton, happy weekend to you, my brother. Hamilton Umeji. Then Viendo desde Chile. Okay, okay. Greeting from Colombia. Ah, wow, wow, wow. Mi gente está aquí hoy, ¿eh? Este de Chile, este de Colombia. Okay, bienvenido, bienvenido, bienvenido. Okay, just like our brother here now, Anthony Umeji, he is watching from Chile. Chile is the South America. South America, Chile is very, very close to the Caribbean island and Dominican, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Haiti, Jamaica, all these places. There you will find Igbo slaves. That is what we are talking about. And they are watching from there. The other person is watching from Colombia. Hamilton Luma is watching from Colombia. Are you understanding it now? And the Colombia black people are Igbos. These Colombia black people, when France won the World Cup, football World Cup the other day, Colombia brought out their black people in their street. Argentina began to recruit their own black people. And these are Igbo people. So when we tell you that the people who is planning, who is fighting to come to this Biafran struggle are many, you will be shocked. So somebody is here to join. Kingsley. Oh, Master Kingsley, thank you for joining the program. Wow. Maze, thank you. Thank you for joining. How are you today? Happy Sunday. Can we hear you?
Happy Sunday, my brother.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ebo.
Yeah, Airborne. Thank you for joining. So, you see our program today? Okay, he's out. He will come in again. Okay, okay, Maze Kinsley. You see our program today, maybe it's one of the things that attracted you to join the program. Please, what do you have to tell Biafrans concerning all that is happening before we will get it right? Thank you.
Well, what is happening is just what has been said already by Onyendu. It's all in the prophecy, and everything is just rolling out as it's supposed to be. So I'm not surprised by what is happening, because all of them have been prophesied by Onyendu. We are all students of Onyendu, and we have all been taught and lectured and warned and pre-informed of everything that is happening today. The zoo is down and Biafra is up. Airborne.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I want to bring out this video so that you can teach Biafrans, tell Biafrans things through your own knowledge, why it is necessary, what we are doing concerning this.
We were raised in North Carolina and South Carolina under the Igbo umbrella, under the Ohanes umbrella. That's my Igbo DNA. Anybody with Igbo blood is an Igbo. Whether it's 1%, 2%, 10%, 5%, you're an Igbo. We regard you as an Igbo. And my mission is to bring them up and bring them together under the umbrella of Ohanes. My mission is not only in the United States, also we're going to Canada. We have divided America into 6 zones. And we are going to create Ohanes in all.
So, my brother, Maze Kesele, please, what advantage do we have in this DNA that is going on concerning the history which we grow up to meet? We know concerning slave trade and this DNA that is going on, we know that this is the teaching of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Ohaneze is preaching it in the other way, but we are correcting it to the public to know that Ohaneze doesn't want to mention Biafra. So please, what advantage is this DNA going to help Biafrans and our ancestors? How is this thing going to help the spirit of our ancestors that their own children is being sold as slave, and today, through Biafra spirit, they are turning back? Thank you.
Yeah, we all know that Hannes is just kind of this group of people that always come up to say things, you know. So the way we follow them is kind of sometimes what they say kind of makes sense. Like in this video now about percentage of DNA. It's just saying that we have to do what they say, but not do what they do. Um, every person with any percentage of Igbo-ness in them is an Igbo, but Ohanese kind of abuses this DNA theory, trying to use it to deceive people. You know, they will lead you up to a certain point, then they will just change like the chameleon and use it against us in a wrong way, in a negative way, which will eventually they kind of politicize the whole thing. But Ohanes is not at all living up to expectation. Everybody just disappointed how they just abused the office, So I'm not in any way moved by this. In the reasons of it, what they say makes sense, but we don't have to follow Hanese in any way of the way they're trying to lead our people. So that's my take on it.
Okay, thank you. Biafrans, just understand that here is we are under critical thinking program. Bible says, "Sorokwu ọnụ ha eso n'omumefa." Ohaneze can say what they want to say. We already know where they are coming from. They did not succeed in bringing our prime minister down to Nigeria, and they also did not succeed by eliminating our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They are the ones that signed Operation Python Dance. They are the ones that signed it, that classified their own children as terrorists. They are the ones that proscribed them. But the message they brought out here now, they are doing the work. Even Bible says, you will be doing the work of God unknowingly, but in his own favor. So they are sending the messages today, but the real people that want to understand, they are now inside government, the bridge government. They are there today, registering and covering their own self. And Chinelo Obodo wrote something here. He said, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu already said it before, that when Biafra comes, our brothers and sisters that have been sold as a slave, that they will come back to Igbo. They will come back from Caribbean, Australia, America, and Europe, etc. That is what is happening. Okay, Master Kinsley is out. Then we can invite another person. So, Biafrans, we continue. Chile has border with Argentina, Peru, and Bolivia. Again, now, this is SOS Clarissimo. All these people you see, they are our lost brothers, and we are bringing them back. DNA test. When you finally understand that Britain know the power of Igbo people, that's why they play the game of divide and rule. The game of divide and rule. When Biafra is finally restored, you will see that the people, the owner of this very earth, because we are the center of the universe. We are the center of the universe. Now, when Biafra is finally restored, you will see all those people that is making history in America, the way they will turn back to begin to give their own recognition to Biafra. And these white folks, many of them are not happy. The same way Queen Elizabeth was fighting Cold War with Russia, and they have to stop the Cold War, and she begged the government to return the Russia to turn and fight Biafra. If they didn't fight Biafra, then their own children will go to Biafra to work as immigrants. Are you understanding? So if you want to come in, the link is there. Come and tell us something you know. And the importance, don't remove the eye of this Ohanes Ndibo. Then you can enter and tell us more of the things we're supposed to know, because we learn from all people. We learn from all people. Romy Client, we are fighting for Biafra, and this boy is busy celebrating Ohaneze. Romy, what are you listening at all? Are you really listening at all? So if you are not listening, go and open your own chamber, open your own radio or your own YouTube, and then you begin to talk from there. Mazen Namdekan have delivered this message, which Emmanuel Iweanyanwu copied, and trying to take glory from everything we have done. So if you are not understanding it, you can open your own and correct me. Then the difference between Mazen Namdekan and the Daddy GOs in the zoo. Why the Daddy GOs bring the gospel of slavery? Mazen Namdekan gospel that lead to the freedom of Africa and the humanity. It is the freedom of gospel of Mazen Namdekan that opened the eye of everybody. He preached the real gospel that our heart needed. And one thing is this: no matter that Ohanes Ndibo copied the message of Mazen Namdekan and make it their own, that does not stop us to preach this gospel of DNA. And remember, when Biafra comes, there will be something like a DNA test for everybody to know where he comes from. Even these American people today now, all our slaves and the descendants of slaves, when they will return to Biafra, the DNA we are going to do will match, which everybody will then relocate to his own immediate family. That is how important Biafra is. So if you are here, try to get what we are doing very, very well. Very, very well. We are not playing our message. Those who is following us in this place knows already how we do. We go front, we go back. We go front, we go back. We refresh the memory. Now, under the release of Mazen Namdekan, the people who is now, we have handed it over to the people that kidnapped him. We have handed the program over to Nigerian media. They are the ones that we talk. We are watching them. Whereas we are watching them, anywhere they make a mistake, we will come here to correct it. But whatever we are doing now is to make sure that everybody we should know that this exodus PM brought out. This is one of the exodus why PM brought this thing out. If you don't know, then Chris Dike, okay, Afo. Then Obonna, all hair Biafra. Thank you. Then I need the always great new song. So we continue. So we want to really deal on this DNA because it's very, very important. And they use the
all the chapters of the United States, including Canada. So you can see it's a tall order, but it is achievable. We are focused, we are using our personal resources to accomplish this, and by the grace of God, we will achieve our purpose. Thank you very much.
Chief Obaji is working in conjunction with Dr. Hyacinth U. Wachagu, who is the chairman of Ohanes Indi Ibu.
So the message of Biafra have circulated, whether you like it or you don't like it. There are things everybody must understand from propaganda. Propaganda is you must be speaking about the subject, whether you are speaking in the positive form or you are speaking in the negative form. Today, some of the Yorubas are speaking about Nnamdi Kanu. Some pastors, we have it in our record, they say it is not good for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to come out. This is propaganda. And what is happening, when he is denying that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should not come out in front of his members, he is already delivering the message. He is already delivering the message of Biafra to his followers. Then, inside that his followers, remember, propaganda is the thing that will uplift someone. Inside his members, every one of them will not be stupid. Every one of their members can never be stupid. Some of them will ask a question. Why do you say you don't want Nnamdi Kanu to come out? Don't you know what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is talking about? So this is exactly what is happening. Now, why is Ohanes speaking today concerning the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Because they cannot defeat PM, they cannot defeat the bridge. And today, they have seen that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the true leader. The whole world is waiting for, including the slave. They are waiting, their hope is on Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Today, you are hearing it in this place. Then we have to read some people. Daniel Simon. It's written, neither they preach the word of God, Biafra, pretense or by sincerity. The message is preached. Even our enemies has become our tools for this restoration. This is what we are talking about. Whether you are speaking or you are not speaking. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was here, even PM, he used to carry this ideology too. They will push you to speak. Anything you speak is in our favor. The other day, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was pushing Buhari to come and talk. That time it was Jubril, during the time of COVID-19. He said Jubril must come and address Nigeria. When Jubril came and addressed Nigeria, everybody found out that he has a hole on his head. That this is not Jubril, this is not Buhari. He was wearing a mask. Today, if Tinubu did not come up and open up and say that things that happened in Aba the other day, nobody will know that if Tinubu want to finish all Igbos, in undermining that he is using ideology, finishing all Igbo people in Lagos. Nobody will know until when he say go and fish out all the indigenous people of Biafra. Then that was when he declared the war. What we want them is to open your mouth and talk. Once you open your mouth and speak, then we know where we are directing you to. That is what our brother wrote in this place. Everybody, anytime you open up your mouth and they say something concerning Biafra, it is in our own favor. Whether you are speaking good or whether you are speaking bad, it is in our own favor. But today, this message is now it has generated all over the world, and you can see the lobby members. Everybody want to work for Biafra because a lot of people is here. You work as our tools. Ohanes and whosoever is working for them are working for Nigeria. Automatic, we know them. Remember, separate the chaffs from the wheat. From separate the chaff from the wheat, you will get exactly this message. Oh, you will get the message very, very well. So we continue. We want to stop in 10 minutes.
Of the DMV region.
Ohanes, under the President General of Ohanes and Igbo Worldwide, Chief Engineer Emmanuel Chukwuemeka Iwanyang, is to galvanize all Igbos wherever they are. That is his mission, to bring all Igbos together, to unite in Igbo, so that we can speak with one voice in terms of the development of Igbo land. Our primary purpose now is to make sure that peace prevails in the Southeast. And we cannot talk about peace without addressing the issues of historical injustice meted against the people of the Southeast. For instance, the likes of Sunday Buho, Showore, the leaders of Maeti Allah, and others who were charged by the same offense have been released and integrated into the society, while our son, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, is still languishing in jail in spite of Supreme Court decision to release Nnamdi Kanu. We are therefore asking that Nnamdi Kanu should be released unconditionally instead against the people of the Southeast. For instance, the likes of
Thank you. Are you getting what we are doing? Are you getting Emmanuel, please close the door. Are you getting what we are doing? What we are doing is very, very simple. Very, very, very simple. Do not forget that this Ohanes and Igbo are the people, the same way you see Ohanes and Igbo gathered together and they put $500,000 on the head of our prime minister. That is exactly how they planned to rendition Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Today, it has hooked them. Now they can use the advantage of the power of our prime minister to speak and send messages. It is good that they are talking. They are working. God says everything is turning around for our own good. And one thing, no matter whatever that is happening between Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Nigerian government, Biafran is now a government. Is now a government. We are not one person, only one person have to decide. Biafra now is a government. That is a mighty achievement which the bridge has done by electing our prime minister under election. Simon Ekpa become His Excellency elected prime minister of Biafra under government, not under individual appointee. Not under wish, not under will, but under election. You understand? So now we know that we are in the government, and the Ohanes and the Igbo have already seen that we are in the government. You cannot. When Abaribe made his own speech inside Senate office the other day, he said that the Finland government told him that he have to know that he is dealing with the government. This is government to government. And whenever you see Abaribe speak, Abaribe will tell you that this is not an individual matter. This is government. All those Ohanes and Igbo that peddled the arrangement and the kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, today they have realized that this is not an individual matter. This is automatic government to government. And they are left with no choice. And that's why you hear them speaking in this way they are speaking now. Then, Chinelo, Maazi, is because they can no longer come back to Biafran land. They fly away. Yes, they fly away. They run away because they have cheated. Jerry Osetigon, Ohanes and Doshin and Dama, they are crying because they cannot win us again. We are in the government. We are in the government. And now the whole world is asking them, why should you abandon your own children, your own son, inside prison? Today, you see them all of them are talking what they never wished to say before. The things they never want to say before. That is what you are hearing.
Sunday Buho, Sowore, the leaders of Mighty Allah, and others who were charged by the same offense have been released and integrated into the society, while our son, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, is still languishing in jail in spite of Supreme Court decision to release Nnamdi Kanu. We are therefore asking that Nnamdi Kanu should be released unconditionally in order to make sure that peace prevails in the Southeast.
Are you people understanding? This is what they call now gossip. Are you understanding? Remember, if you go back to Bible, the people that make up the history of Bible, just like a Biafra is demanding to have their own religion called the Biafran religion. The people that they fought for the Bible they are propagating today are different people. The pastors, the reverend fathers that is carrying Bible history or New Testament today up, all of them, they were not there when this thing happened. When they found out now that the history gospel of Christ can never be defeated, you understand now, then they begin to carry it themselves. Are you getting it? Now, we told them during the time PM called the Biafrans to come and pass the vote of no confidence. We passed them the vote of no confidence, this Ohanes and Igbo people. Now they have seen that the government of Biafra is more stronger, and the descendants of slaves are asking them, why should you people allow Fulanis to take over your land? And they took your own son and they put him inside the SS dungeon, killing and naming your own children, and you people keep quiet. Don't you see what the bridge is doing? Don't you see what Simon Ebba is doing? Don't you see what his cabinet member is doing? Go and speak. If you the people don't speak, this is what is going to happen to you people. That is why you hear them today speaking. We are not here telling you that these people is fighting for Biafra. No, we are here to tell you they are the gossipers of the gospel of Biafra. They are gossiping because Maazị Simon Ekpa, when he said the other day, when Ejimako went to take a paper from wherever he took it from, that was the time our PM win the game. When he won the game was then. That time he said, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is under gunpoint. And we have it in the news in this place. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, everywhere where he is bugged with a camera, with the listening devices. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu make it known to everybody that he can never have justice in Nigeria. And these people are still there telling you how to build Nigeria and how to restructure Nigeria. Are you understanding what we are doing? So they are the gossipers, but the message of this DNA, delivering this message, listen, let us tell you something. Before we joined this Biafran struggle, some people came to us where we are having our good time in the bar. Some people came and they say, man, look, there is a man called Nnamdi Kanu. That man is going all over the world, going also America, frauding people, telling people to donate money, that he is a criminal. That is how we had the information of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in ending of 2013 and 2014. Then this message began to come. Then we ask a question. What is he? This man you people always talk about. You always talk about. He going along defrauding people. How? They say he is talking about Biafra. If you are talking about Biafra, then you need money to get Biafra. That is how the rumor, first of all, came to our ear that Nnamdi Kanu is a bad person. He is a fraudster. going along to defraud people, telling people to donate $1. Then reasonable people then reason and say, man, Biafra is good to be restored, and you need money to restore Biafra. So do not be afraid. When DOS started the propaganda against our PM Simon Eber, that time he is in Nnamdi Kanu disciple. Then we told DOS, if you don't have any evidence against this man, allow him and listen to him. Allow him and listen to him. The DOS choose to be carrying propaganda. This propaganda is the thing that brought out a lot of people today, that today we can no more receive any attack. When people is here, if anybody play attack in this place, he will see people that will correct him to the message we are delivering, because we already taught our people what we called mental toughness and the mental capability. Consistency is the only key we can use to achieve our freedom. Then, client, Malami has put handcuffs on their necks, automatic. Then we are going, we bring out all the messages we have here. We bring them out. Okay, somebody wrote something concerning Prince Darlington. Okay, all the DOS criminals who sold our leader are now coming out from their underground, hiding out. E.g., Uchemefo, Achebe, Prince Darlington, Ed, Osoji, and the other shameless people. A lot of them, a lot of them, a lot of them. The only person inside this place I have pity to is this Prince Darlington as in the hut. I wonder how such a person will allow himself to be used. Some of his message are the things that provoke us to join and leave some of our things to join this struggle. That as with the hut. I called him, I told him, man, you are not living in a developed world, you don't know law. Someone ever has everything it takes to bring Biafra. Today, they are nowhere to be found. My brother, that ode has no message. Okay, we continue. We continue. La, Norma, thank you. Thank you. Then, Victor, thank you. So, that is the message we are delivering, and we don't really have time. So, we come to deliver this message of the DNA. And remember, this DNA test American slaves are doing, descendants of slaves are doing today. Biafrans, when Biafra is finally restored, it is in the government also. When Biafra is finally restored, me and you and your own children, everybody will go through DNA test. And those DNA tests will then come and jam with the ones found in the land of the birth, in the land of their birth. That is how everybody will relocate their own families. No family is lost. They said at the end, the truth will be revealed. All the people that is being sold as a slave in America, they are bringing out their own DNA. When Biafra come, try to go and register your own ID card. Support whatever bridge is doing, because your ID card is your authenticated identity. When Biafra is restored, the DNA they are doing today, they will use it to locate. They will use that thing to locate. When they match the DNA that people have, you will see somebody like TDJs, Wesley Snipes, and or Morgan Freeman, there's in Washington, Beyonce, Rihanna made it the other day. Rihanna said even her own mother, because Rihanna came from the Caribbean side, she said that her own mother told her that the grandmother told them that they came from the lineage of the Igbo people. And how are they going to locate their own family? It is when Biafra comes. So the message we are preaching, Mazen Nnamdi already said it. Ohanes and Igbo want to use it to gain their own followers to compensate Nigeria. But we are keeping the record very, very straight here. Johnson MK, I have been trying to upload my photo for voting. Some people have that difficulty, but you can look for people that will help you. Eh? You look for people that can help you. Leaders that always kneel down in Asorok. Yeah, we know them already. That's why PM is their end. So Jerry, Mazi Simon Eber told them he will be their end, and today he is automatic their own end. So because of our time and we must serve Biafra according to the direction of Chukwuka, this is what we have come to deliver to Biafra.
And for us to come together and develop our fatherland, that is our primary purpose. Mazin Nandekano has even condemned the killings, the insecurity going on in the southeast. We also here, as members of Ohanes and Igbo, do not support the insecurity, the high level of insecurity prevailing in the southeast. We condemn that, and as such, we want to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is released so that peace will return to the southeast.
This is a developing story, and we plan to keep you informed as Chief Obaje progresses with his mission in the United States.
So Biafrans, this is what we have come to deliver, and a lot of people is here. I find it difficult to sign out, but we have to continue. Leaders, yeah, we have it already. My Simon but told them I will be your end. Then we must continue. Alexander, man of wisdom. Thank you. You know, we are bringing this message, and we back it up also with a historical fact, because to this time around, the Nigerian government are the people we are watching upon. Our eyes is on the ball. Our eyes is on the rising sun. And since our eyes is on the rising sun, we are not moving an inch, not at all. Our eyes is not going out of the ball at all. And here is the message. Here is the message. We have to be compiling, keeping them for upcoming generation. Upcoming generation have to see the evidences on how Biafra war is being fought, things that happened those days. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu prophesies Nigeria will be like Somalia will be better than Nigeria. And the Nigerian news from Sahara Report has confirmed it. Nigeria joined Somalia, others on the list of hunger host, likely to be soon hit the chord of the food security. Then, here now, Vanguard News, Tinubu cried out, economic crisis, huge job losses as 16 multinational exit Nigeria in 3 years. And the PM has to respond to this. It is good that every one of us is paying attention to the news. Then Tinubu said since 3 years. And since 3 years, our PM took the mantle of Biafra. He says, 3 years of Biafran liberation under my watch since 2021, after they kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And here is the result. So, onye ji ihe nwata welie aka elu, aka jibe ya, o wetu aka, nwata ewere ihe ya na-aga. You understand? That is the message you are seeing today. And all the prophecies of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must come to pass. On that, then Biafra will be declared. Today, the whole world have seen that that Nigeria has become like a Somalia. Are you seeing it? Then, Eluma, I need, okay, Papa Vision. I love you. You're a very good Mutamos. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Then we continue to bring out the Udocom. This is we have to go and play football. Okay. Oh yeah, go. Go. I'm coming. So what you are seeing, if Nigerian government and Ohanes Ndibo were have been able to pass this ideology, nobody will be talking about the release of Mazen Nambikano today. When they brought out this thing, they give threat to Ejimako and they ask Mazen Nambikano or whoever to write something. The thing is there, and we were told not to analyze it, and we are not analyzing anything. This is the message. We are not analyzing anything until we know. But one thing is very, very sure. That thing that is very, very sure is this. That Mazen Nnamdi Kanu sent a message through his younger brother, Emmanuel. He says, there is no clean room at the DSS. Everywhere is heavily bugged with listening devices. Are you hearing it? And this is news that made headline. News that made headline everywhere. Meaning, stop showing anything said by Ohanes. No. Who is telling Levinus? Levinus, why? Levinus, you have to know how to fight these people. Then stop showing anything said by Ohanes. They have not asked about over 300 youth for Biafra. So, my brother, you bring the news to the public. You are serving public. I am serving public, and I am bringing the news to them. And the reason Ohanes have no choice. They have no choice today than to demand for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So, Biafrans, here we have to call it a day for now until tomorrow we may return again. So our preaching today is concerning the DNA test on Biafran people all over the world. Not the message of Ohaneze, but Ohaneze is doing some of this information. They are sending the information on what Biafrans are going to do later. It is already in our meeting. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu say when Biafra come, we will have DNA test, and this DNA test will be matched together with the one with this our slave, which they found in America, in Canada, and every other place. You use wrong word. Don't say including the slave. Eh? Who do you refer to? What? We are talking about slave. Maybe you joined new. You joined new. You joined new. Listen to the message again. Then you will be able to understand. And we don't have more time. Thank you, Biafrans.